professional musician.
And for those of you who are thinking of shipping a motorbike overseas to Europe, the man you need to talk to is Mr. Dave Milligan, who owns Get Rooted, and he also ships bikes to New Zealand as well as Europe and the UK. And let's go and have a chat to Dave. Dave, how are you? Good to see you, mate. This is Dave Milligan. Dave is the owner of Get Rooted, which is there, and Dave ships his motorbikes, or people's motorbikes, for his clients to Europe, UK and New Zealand.
Yes, sir. And I make the coffee too.
And you make good coffee. Dave, how long have you been doing this?
20 years. 20 years ago we started shipping to New Zealand simply because Maggie, my wife, and I wanted to take our bikes home to New Zealand so that I could introduce her to Mum and Dad.
Yeah.
But we discovered we couldn't afford hire bikes for 4 weeks. We ended up taking our own, but friends of ours came with us, and then they went and told their mates that there was a shipment of bikes going to New Zealand. We ended up with 9 bikes the first shipment, never advertised for it. The following year all their mates rang up and we had 30 odd bikes the next year and 80 bikes the year after that. I hadn't done any advertising at that stage, and then Kenny Watton from AMCN told me to turn it into a business. There was a good opportunity there.
And,
so I did, and we're still going.
So you've been doing that for over 20 years?
I've been grumpy and upsetting people ever since, but we seem to do a good job of the bike shipping, so they keep coming back.
And how many bikes do you think you've shipped over that 20 years?
It's over 5,000 bikes we've shipped.
5,000 bikes, yeah. And your main destination is Europe?
Yeah.
And for 2019, where will you be shipping bikes to?
In 2019 we've got a shipment going out of Sydney going to Barcelona, arriving at the beginning of April. We've got a shipment out of Brisbane, Sydney, and individual shipments from Brisbane, Sydney and Melbourne going to Felixstowe in the UK. And we will have a shipment straight after this coming Christmas going to New Zealand from Brisbane, Sydney and Melbourne. 2020, we're also taking a group to the TT next year, and 2020 and 2021. We take a group to the TT every year.
And when people go to the Isle of Man for the TT, do you organise the ferries and their accommodation, or do you assist with that?
Ferries and accommodation and the bike shipping there and back. Don't really operate for people who only want the accommodation. I make my money out of the bike shipping, and the accommodation is there as an add-on extra to incentivise people to use our bike shipping service.
Right. And how do you? I noticed this poster on the wall of looks like a shipping container. Can you just tell us how you transport the bikes from Australia to overseas?
Basically, the bikes are loaded onto each cradle. They're tied down to the cradle. They get forklifted into the container, and then I actually screw those cradles to the floor of the container.
And so, when the bike's loaded into the container, can you put extra stuff in there? Like if someone had their riding gear, would that be acceptable to put that into the container?
Helmets, jackets, boots, riding gear can all go in the container with the bikes, as long as it's dry when you pack it in there, and as long as you wrap it in bubble wrap or something waterproof, it'll be okay. If you put it in the container damp, you just about guarantee you'll have mushrooms in it when it gets to the other end.
Absolutely. And how long does the shipping take from Australia to, say, Europe?
8 weeks from here to Felixstowe, and the same to Athens and Barcelona. 2 weeks to New Zealand.
And you organise all the custom clearance and insurance for the bike?
Price.
Excellent.
The only thing we don't include is the fully comp insurance to ride your bike in Europe, and that depends on how long you want to do that for.
Right. But you assist people to get that. You point them in the right direction.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Excellent, Dave. And I noticed in your display here you've got all brochures for anybody that would be interested.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a website?
We have a website, www.getrooted.com.au.
Excellent. Well, Dave,
this is our new folding trailer. That's the video of it going there. That trailer folds up into it's a one-person operation. I can now put the bike on the trailer without having to ring up, yell out to Maggie, come and help me with the bloody bike, will you?
So you're actually selling another product now, which is this trailer?
No, I'm not actually.
No.
I bought this for myself when I imported it from France.
Right.
The guy over there wants me to be the Australia distributor, seller of such things, but I don't want to do that. I'm quite happy with the bike shipping, so I brought this here to show people what's available, and I'll probably palm it off onto somebody else who already sells bike trailers, but nothing like this.
So Dave, if someone looked at your website and had further questions, do you have a telephone number where they could ring you and speak to you in person?
035625 9080.
Right, and that is on your website as well?
That's on the website. We're in Druin, Gippsland and Victoria.
Dave, I want to thank you very much for the opportunity to talk to you today. Good luck with your shipments for the 2019 and beyond. And as a personal endorsement, I can say that I have used Dave's services over the last 10 to 12 years, and I've found him to be an excellent provider to assist my wife and I to achieve our lifetime dreams of travelling around the world by motorcycle. Dave, thank you very much.
Been a pleasure, mate.
Okay, cheers.